Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. The Panthers on a prowl will continue driving down the field to the red zone. We just got a first down and 10. Smitty on the loose, wide open Ted again. Stack 6 more on the board, looking like a win. With the 6-game winning streak, put them out their misery. Brady wanna cry when the ref threw the penalty. Panthers got a hot team, Patriots the enemy. Draw the first blood, different team than we used to be. Cam swerving through the traffic signal in a first down. Fans on their feet and the crowd getting really loud. Offense did a job off the field. There's a towel. Bank of America. Stadium is going down. Defense got him pushed back to the end zone. Hardy with the sack. That's a safety and we got the ball. Rushing on your shotgun. Staring at the barrel, y'all. All New England fans hear him saying that ain't fair. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Better watch the linebacker, he can read you like a book. Run 40 yards just to tackle Luke. Got him shook, Tolbert like a tank. And D'Angelo with the fake. Stiff arm, out of bounds, 25 to game. Stewart back, healthy 3 lethal running backs. It's suicide, add the wide receivers, it's a rout. Secret weapon, make plays, Greg Olsen make it happen. Keep pounding on these haters, we ain't playing John Madden. Legion of the hometown go boom. Force and fumbles, Panthers making sure the ball is loose. Jack move, Charles Johnson, yeah, he will come attack you. State of mind, mentally and physically, we pass you. Godfrey in the nickel back, and he making sure we're safe. Panthers on the prowl, we gon' come and elevate the state. Hard fought thriller, only 59 seconds left. Panther fans on the feet, heart beating out the chest. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. What's up? Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding. Ice up, son. What's up? Ice up, son. Carolina, keep pounding. Carolina, keep pounding.
Alright, it's Mock Draft Mondays number 8 stream. How's everybody doing today? Hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group page, Keep Pounding in all caps, for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, such as scheduling for the channel and for the Yahoo Sports app. Keep Pounding Fantasy Football League. If you want to get your hands on an intro like the one you see on the screen, go check out Lindara Ty on Instagram. She does panels, videos, things of that nature. She's looking for new clients, and she's awesome to work with, very patient and very kind. So, Lindara Ty on Instagram. Use her last name first in the search bar to find her. Ty, T-A-I, dot Lindara, L-I-N-D-A-R-A. Alright. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business. First of all, we got two big pieces of news. Number one, as I'm sure everybody has already heard, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Shaq Thompson has been released. Now, what is that going to do for us? That means we are going to be looking for a younger, faster, stronger, and healthier linebacker. And no disrespect to Shaq, he was part of the Super Bowl 50 team. And much love to him. You know, even though he didn't directly impact the Super Bowl year, he was still a part of that roster, and you know, in my opinion, he did contribute, because a lot of those players contributed on the field, they contributed off the field, they contributed to the culture in general, you know, that we were creating in 2015. So in my opinion, yes, he did contribute. So let me just say, it was a honor and a privilege to watch you play in a black and blue uniform. I will continue to root for you, Shaq, no matter where you end up. You got my respect. You got my love, man. And I wish you the best. You know, take what you learn with you, you know, wherever you go. And I'll root for you unless you're playing against us. Then everybody that's playing against us is the enemy. You know what I'm saying? For that day. You know, even if you're a former Panther, on that day, you're an enemy. That's just the way it's got to be, brother. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but that's just the way it's got to be. You know, nothing personal. But we got to take care of business, you know. But, hey, man, much respect to your career so far, and you actually made some improvements, man. And I at first got on you, you know, for your lack of coverage, but you improved. You showed discipline, you showed better technique, you showed better footwork, you showed better hands, and I have to commend you for that. You know, over the time, like, I love success stories, you know, that come from the ashes. When I throw smoke and a player comes back and they start doing better, oh man, I love it. You know, Taylor Moton is the biggest example this year. You were the biggest example in 2021, because before that point you were struggling, brother. I gotta keep it 100, man. You were struggling, and you came back. You started doing better in coverage. You started tackling better. You started doing everything better. And I was like, bro, thank you. Thank you. Because that's what I needed to see from you. Because I wasn't seeing a leader at that point before you started evolving, Shaq, you know. And then once you did, I was like, all right, now we got something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, much love to you, Shaq. You contributed a lot, whether you realize it or not. And don't listen to the haters, man. The haters are going to tell you they didn't see you contribute anything, you know, in the last few years or whatever else. Nah, you were. Just because you were injured doesn't mean you weren't contributing. And I see it, brother. I see the love that you showed your teammates in the locker room. I see your love of the community when you went out there and helped out with the community. I see it in many different ways, man. And you continue to embody that keep pounding mantra, which makes me very happy, you know. So, as a fan, and we're gonna miss you around here, man. We're gonna miss you, but your impact has been felt, and I wanted you to know that before you head out of Charlotte, man. It has been felt. Now, like I said, man, on game days, you're the enemy when you play against us. But, hey, I'll root for you. I got your back, brother. Once a Panther, always a Panther, man. I'm always going to root for those that are former Panthers. Always. So, hey, do what you do, man. Take what you learn with you. And thank you for the memories. Definitely thank you for the memories. Especially the ones from 2015, man, because God, that was a heck of a year. I went scrolling through my Facebook group page and I saw that video of when we were accepting that trophy, and I saw everybody smiling, and Riverboat Ron handling the trophy just with the biggest smile on his face, man. God, I miss those days, don't you? I miss those so much. And that hit me like a truck, man. As a Panthers fan, that hit me like a truck. I watch that from time to time. Just to refresh my mind and my heart of those memories, man, And to remember that NFC Championship game. Because, God, man. As much as I love that 04 team, that 2015 team had my heart, man. Real talk, it had my heart. And I'm going to continue to carry that with me, man. Through the good times, the bad times, and the, oh my God, is David Tepper throwing a drink on somebody times. But still, I'm going to carry all that with me, man. And it is what it is, We're here. We're in the new era. We're looking for change. We're looking for new growth. We're looking for a new team to emerge from the ashes of everything that we've just encountered in the last 4 years. So, and we're starting to see it. It's starting to emerge. We saw it during the Atlanta game at the end of the year. We saw it during the KC game. We saw it during the Philadelphia game. Guys, it's real. It's coming. It's real this time. This isn't a storybook ending. This is real. Now, with that being said, since we mentioned the 03-04 team, there's a certain person I want to mention as well. And then I'm going to leave this alone. Steve Smith, the GOAT, got caught having an affair, man. He got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, bro. Like, dog. You can't be doing that, man. Like, bro. And all you got is sorry? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's my come on, man moment right there. You know how they got the come on, man moments? That's my come on, man moment right there. Come on, man. Dang, Steve. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. It's the age of infidelity, though. I'll tell you that. But, yo, we've all done something that's been messed up, though. We've all screwed up in some way. So, you know, in a way, who are we to judge? You know? If you believe in the Almighty is the only one that can judge that. You know? So, but, oh, man. If I didn't talk about it, somebody was going to bring it up. You know what I mean, though? Somebody's going to bring it up tonight. I just figured I'd get the elephant out of the room early. You know what I mean? Shoot. Steve. My man, Steve. You know I still got love for you, man. But, oh my God. You can't be giving these people these type of headlines, bro. I'm trying to tell you. You can't be doing stupid stuff, man, that gets yourself in trouble like this. It puts a stain on your career, homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't it. People love you, bro. People respect you. There's young kids that idolize you, bro. Like, and for them to see that and say, that's my role model? That's who I want to be like? You know, it's teaching these kids whenever they see everything, bro. They see everything. And what you're teaching them is that this is okay. No, it's not okay. Kids, it's not okay. No, it's not. We live in a world of infidelity, man. And it's getting worse every day. But, and even the best of us fall privy to it, you know, and all I'm going to say is, man, the words, I'm sorry, ain't going to cut it. That ain't going to cut it. Because the Almighty sees everything, man. I'm trying to tell you. He sees everything. And that's between you and the Almighty at this point. Who am I to judge? But that's bad for your public image, though. And that's where it affects us, you know, as Panthers fans, because we got to look at this, our news feeds, man. And a lot of us are disappointed with that because we need a role model that is a good influence on these kids, man. That's what we need. That ain't it. Anyway, man, moving on. I addressed it. We're moving on. Now to the heart of the matter. what y'all came here for, the mock drafts. Now, with Shaq leaving, that means we're going to need a linebacker, a middle linebacker. We already need linebacker help already. So, my question to you is, what does that look like? Now, some of you have heard the rumor that there is a certain Eagles linebacker that's not going to be returning to Philadelphia. And I'm excited for that because that's a big name player. So, let me just see. I need to see what the name of that player was real quick. Zach Bond. I'm interested in Zach Bond. And I'm about to show you why. Check out this last remaining contract he just had, which is about $1.6 million against the cap last year. Dude is struggling, man. He wants a job. You know, and he had 4 years with the Saints. So that Saints contract, he was rocking about $4.7 million. You know, and his last contract, as I mentioned, was like 1.6, 1.7, something like that. Yeah, 1.6. So the dude is affordable. So now it comes down to, do you like his stats? It was Zach Bond, okay. Ugh. Zach Bond, stats. So you're looking at a combined 239 tackles for his career, 86 assists, 5.5 sacks, 2 picks. And to further dig in, this is over a span of 5 years. You're looking at 30 games started out of 78. Now that's the number I want to highlight because that's where he is not getting the publicity that he should. It's because he hasn't played those games. He literally played 6 games out of 17 in a starting role in 2023. He had 2 pass deflections that year in 6 games. 1 fumble recovery. Forced fumble. But here's what I also want to highlight. 20 out of 30 solo tackles that year. You go back to the year before, 11 out of 16, 22 out of 30 the year before that. And as a rookie, 7 for 12. Now, fast forward to 2024, where this dude was on the Eagles Super Bowl team. You're looking at 93 solo tackles out of 151. 11 tackles for loss last year. 5 quarterback hits. 1 fumble recovery. 3.5 sacks. 4 pass deflections, 5 forced fumbles. But he played in all 16 games. So, I mean, with the contracts that we just saw, and those types of numbers, I'm willing to take a shot with this guy. This guy right here. I think, honestly, I'm looking at Zach Bond and I'm going, let's see if we can do something with this, you know? Because as I mentioned, I want somebody that can solo tackle. I want somebody that can cover. He's clearly shown he can do that. He can force fumbles. He can actually grab those fumbles. And he can blitz you and stop running plays. This dude can do it all. But the question is, can he stay on the field? Because, again, you're looking at 6 games that he started in 2023 out of 17. If this dude can go another solid 2 to 3 years with a solid number of games started. Oh, and by the way, he has an interception last year too. Totaling 2 for his whole career, including the one in 2023. But I think if this dude could stay on the field, he could make an impact. He would work well with Trevin Wallace. And we could really do some work. You know? I think there's something there, man. He could work well with the people that we've got right now. The pieces that we have. And you're talking about working with that was my bad on that first name. I thought I had a brain fart there. I meant Josie Jewell. He could work well with Josie Jewell. I think he could work well with Wanham. Although Wanham I got a few questions about, but you know, he's still pretty solid. I don't know about Windman. I don't know about Radigan. We really, really need a linebacker. An outside linebacker that can cover. As well as a middle linebacker that can cover. And I don't think Josie Jewell's ready for middle linebacker yet. I think we need a solid middle linebacker. We may or may not be able to find that in free agency. So it depends on what's there. But we certainly need help there at linebacker. And as of the last few mock drafts that I've been doing, like, we've been able to find that help. But you got to draft it in the first 3 rounds. Otherwise, you're sitting there going, you know, in rounds 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, because the talent just isn't there. You're looking at, like, B- guys and below. That's the level of talent. So I think, you know, as I go through this mock, I'm going to find what I'm looking for. But keep in mind, the goal is solo tackles, pass deflections, and tackling. Most importantly, tackling. You know, we want a coverage guy. But, yeah, Shaq, it's going to be big. It's going to be a big player that's going to fill those shoes. And I mean, some people think they're average size shoes. Some people think they're bigger than that. You know, I happen to feel they're bigger than that. Because he made an impact. You know, he upgraded his coverage ability. He upgraded his techniques. He did better. You know, let's call it what it is. You know, and with that, you know, I did eventually settle into being okay with him being a middle linebacker. But for a number of those years, I was like, I don't feel this dude is ready. I just did not feel he was ready to move into that role. He was an outside linebacker. So, I feel like it was the right call. He's had injuries for the past 2 years, and I mean, yeah, if we've got a backup plan for Shaq, then I greenlight the move. But if we don't, then I'm not sure what we're doing. You know what I mean? You know, and I don't want this to be like those managements of the past where we're just like, well, we made a move, now we gotta live with it, and we're just, what do we do now? You know, and you look like a bunch of chickens with their heads cut off, you know, running around in the rain. You know, and I'm sick of it. Let's get some intelligent decision making in this office, you know, and Dan and Dave actually, I think, are that intelligent management now. So I think it is different. So I don't think they would have made this move without having some type of a contingency plan for Shaq. You see what I'm saying? Like, I believe that there is something. They figured out who they want to draft, or relatively where they want to draft, you know, in order to pick somebody up. But they're also looking at a free agent pickup too. So my question is, who are they looking at? That's the real question you got to start asking right now. Shout out to Joel Velasco, who just asked me my thoughts on Shaq, and I just answered your question. But he also says, I'm looking at linebacker Carson Swinge. I can't even say that last name. I apologize if I've mispronounced it. But it's from UCLA. God, I horribly mispronounced that, I bet. My bad, man. Hey, full on respect to you, Carson. But, if you happen to be watching this, just know you're not the only person I've misspelled the name of. Or mispronounced the name of. I do it all the time. I have a horrible habit on that. And I'm working on it, okay? But, much love to you. And best of luck in the draft. help you go to a good team. But yeah. They're looking at Carson from UCLA, huh? Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's go look at him. Let's go see what we're doing with here. Because you already know, I love learning about players. And I'm excited to learn anybody new that I'm not familiar with. So let's see. Because that name, I saw the name, but I never looked up his stats. So let's see. 90 solo tackles out of 136. That checks. That's a good number. UCLA is a team that usually is battle tested. 4 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Not bad. As you see on your screen, the measurables are okay. They think he's overweight. But I'm not too concerned about that. You could drop pounds once you get to the NFL, you know, because you got a whole team of nutritionists and people like that help you out with that whole plan of how to drop that weight. So that's good. Tackling 89%, love it. Pass rush 87, good. Run defense in the 70s range, love it. Noah Sewell and Cedric Gray are your player comparisons. Interesting. Very interesting. Have we sent any scouts to go look at him yet? Because, you know what? This dude's got my attention. Uh, 4.7 40 time, not bad. You know? I think the measurables may make him drop a little bit. Somebody might, a couple of teams might be scared of that. But you got Tommy Eisenberg here too. Yeah. Huh. Good find, Joel. Very good find. You know, and each mock draft that we do, we're going to be learning something new about different players that were not showing up before, you know, these mocks, depending on what we do. So, and I welcome any new player names that I have not researched in chat as well, if you find somebody that you think is interesting. And full on respect to Clay and the Robstar report, because he pointed out a handful of names that my team is still looking into right at the moment. I've had a lot to do this week, so I haven't had the time to invest into researching those players myself. But my team is looking into them, and we're gonna see what we find. But yeah, this is definitely a good one. Box linebacker, huh? Okay. All right. I'll go ahead and pass his name along to the team chat, and we'll. There we go. So that they can start looking into him. Good find, Joel. Very good find. Alright. Let's do our mock. And just so you all know, you can lock in your spot to do a full 7-round mock draft. but you have to be there for all 7 rounds. And if you are not there for a certain amount of time, I will make the pick for you. So just make sure you know that. So if you're unhappy with my pick, be there, okay? Don't flake out. So if you lock in for 7 whole rounds, you're locking in for 7 whole rounds. And we're doing this every mock draft Monday. So anybody that wants to lock in for one whole draft on mock draft Mondays, let me know. That's all you got to do. Let me know. But you got to fully commit if you lock in, all right? Don't slack off. Fully commit. All right? Because we don't have time to play around on this channel. You know what I mean? It's all content. You know what I mean? All right, so here's something I always do that most GMs will never do in the NFL. I cash in my 7th rounders and I move up into the 6th round. So, and the last time I saw it, it was the Rams. The Rams had a 204. There it is. Boom. 2 7s for a 6th rounder. We need that 6th rounder right now. Therefore, now we can get started. There's Cam Ward. There's Mason Graham. Mason Graham is always in the top 5. I've always noticed that. Alright, so here's where we're at. Number 8. Now, I'm going to present a choice for chat. Would you like this mock draft to be Mikael Williams, pick number 8, or would you like us to go after Mike Green in a trade down? I'm going to present that choice. I'm going to give you guys a second. If you're voting for Williams, just say Williams in chat. If you're voting for Mike Green in the trade down, say Mike Green. I'm going to give you a minute to decide. And it's going to decide this entire mock draft. I'm giving you guys the power this time. I normally don't do that, but I'm giving you guys the power on this one. Because I've heard a lot of people say that we should trade down and go after Mike Green. And I'm not sure what we would actually get if we did that. So I'll leave the choice to you. We could also choose Jalon Walker. But as long as Mikael Williams is still on this board, I think Williams would be the one for me. If you're just picking at 8. Okay? I got 1 vote for Williams in chat. Anybody else want to vote? Mikael Williams or Mike Green? What are we doing, chat? Alright. The vote carries since Joel is the only one in chat currently. So we're going to go Mikael. Oh, wait. I don't see us taking a player with recent injuries again after the past season. What do you mean? What, Willie? So, did one of those two have a injury history that I'm not aware of? Let me Google and find out. I gotta make sure I get the name correct. Because I didn't hear anything about... Oh, it's... Do you know something that I don't? Because I don't... Or unless you're just talking about Shaq in general. What are you talking about when it comes to injury history? Because neither one of these two gentlemen have a injury history that I'm aware of. Unless I missed something completely here. Because I'm not seeing anything from Mikkel. Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. So we had a lower body injury in December 18. Back surgery in 18. Upper body injury in 18. Man, this dude got rocked in 18. Ooh. This Frank fracture in 2006. Placed on IR. Oh, this is... Oh, okay. This is the wrong guy. This is the wrong guy. I was about to say... Yeah, we're talking about Mike Green from Marshall. Let's be more specific. Yeah, no major injury history. So I don't know what you're talking about, Wet Willie, because neither one of these guys have an injury history. I thought so. That's why I was just like, what? You know? Like, what are we doing here? Alright, but yeah. One chance to vote here, Mikkel Williams or Mike Green. What are we doing? Mike Green in a trade down, by the way. So I'm going to give the chat a chance to vote since we just got a couple more people up in here. Y'all vote. Which one do you want? What's it going to be? I'm giving y'all a minute. Alright. Mikkel it is. We're going to stay where we're at for this one. I gave y'all the power. You didn't want it, so alright. San Francisco took Joanne Walker, by the way. Just something to keep in mind. That's been a notable pickup for San Francisco. Ooh, I just saw Mike Green go off the board. Did y'all see who it was? I guess we won't see that until later, right? Okay. because they don't show you till after the draft is over. Alright, so here's what we're doing. I got my eyes on Ty Robinson. And I think I'm going to pick him up at either 74 or 110. But I'm gonna get Ty Robinson. I think that's a solid defensive tackle pickup for us. We lost the main one, which was Mason Graham. You know, he's been a top 5, so I don't think we're going to get a shot at Mason Graham anyway. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't think we have a shot. Okay. At linebacker, I think we're looking at Stutzman. I'm going to target Stutzman. And I'm going to get Stutzman. Because that's going to be pick 113. Now, what we do with 110. Is going to be Ty Robinson. Yeah, 110 is going to be Ty Robinson. I feel like Ty Robinson is going to be there. I feel like he is. So we're going to play that one smart there. Safety I'm waiting on. Let's see. Running backs is too early. I think it's too early on corner as well. You know, I'm going to be real with you. I have not seen Illick in this list before. Or Alec. I think it's Alec. I think that's how you say it. Could be wrong. Ooh, but I see Wyatt. Ooh, I see Wyatt. I see Wyatt, and that is tempting. Ooh. Y'all got me on the fence right now. I don't know. I already got somebody in mind for guard. But I bet you he's gone by the time I get there. Alright, so for me, it's between Jack Beck and Wyatt. This is a tough one. This is a really tough one. Because I don't know. I know Wyatt's not going to drop to 74. I know he's not. Ain't no way. Jack Beck rarely ever drops down to 74. If at all. In these mocks. This is a tough call. Shoot. It's going to come down to those two. here's the deal. If we miss on Wyatt, there is Jack Nelson. So I mean, we're not totally out of the water here at tackle. That's tough, man. That's tough. I can't. I've got to go for Jack Beck. Jack Beck's got some monster numbers for a TCU wide receiver. Like mammoth numbers. To the point where I feel like he's NFL ready. Yeah, as much as I do like Isaiah Bond. Don't get me wrong, I like Isaiah Bond. I like Jalen Royals. I like Russ Perot. But when you're looking at numbers, strictly numbers, and what this dude's done with the Yak, Jack Beck could be the guy for me. But we also really desperately need a backup tackle to help out Ickey, to open up the opportunity to move around for Brady Christensen should we re-sign him, you know? And I think that might be a tad more important. Because you can always go back in here and find another wide receiver. Because see, here's Ty Felton, here's Torrey Horton, you know. There's a few people down here, you know. Rock Taylor. Ooh, I forgot about Rock Taylor. Yep. Rock Taylor's a beast. Daquan Felton is definitely a beast. He has not gotten the love that he deserves. Bo Collins dropped off the radar. That dude was good, but he dropped off the radar. Tez Johnson's definitely an option. I like Savion Williams too. You know what? I would feel a lot more confident going for Jack Beck here if I didn't think that we were not going to re-sign Brady Christensen. You know what I mean? That's what's hinging on this decision. That's what's stopping me. If I'd have known that we were getting Brady Christensen, then I would feel a lot more comfortable just jumping on Jack Beck right now. You know, jumping straight on that train. And getting a TCU wide receiver. But the situation is what it is. And there's Jack Nelson right there at 174. So, you know what? We'll get Jack at 147. That's what we'll do. I feel that that's the right move. Let's go ahead and pick up Jack Beck. I think it's the right move. And let's see if Wyatt's still there. Wyatt is ironically still there. Interesting. Alright, so this changes up my draft plan a little bit. No. Here's the deal. Ty Robinson is going to be my 110. Stutzman is going to be my 113. That's linebacker. We got our wide receiver. We can wait on tight end. We can wait on running back. They're not immediately going for safety right now. So there is a chance to wait on that. Yeah. I think Wyatt is the choice here. I think he is. It's tricky. It's a gutsy call, but Wyatt is the choice. I want Wyatt. I don't want another team getting their hands on him. You know? He's too good of an offensive lineman. And now with that, you're assuming that Brady Christensen's going to come back. Wyatt's going to open the door for Brady Christensen to rotate around as needed on that offensive line, which is extremely helpful. Now, Green Bay wants me to move down to 123 for a 6th round. No. Browns want me to move down to 181, pick up a 6th, 217, and a round 4 next year. Nope. Pass. Sorry, pass. I already know what I want. That's an obvious pick. Ty Robinson, come on. Give me my defensive tackle. 113 down to a 127 in a round 7. Pass. Chargers want me to move down to a 124. Give me a 177 and a 201. Now we're balling. That's an offer I'm interested in. First question, what are the Chargers interested in at 113? Second question, what am I going to do with a 124, a 177, and a 201? So we'll take a look at that in a second. Professor Chaos asks, nice name by the way, Packers best team all time. Ooh, that's a tough one, buddy. That's a tough one. Because honestly, you've got the Bart Starr-led Packers teams, and then you got the Brett Favre era as well. And I mean, there were great players on all of those teams. It's really tough to choose one, to be honest. If I had to choose, I'd say the Bart Starr years. Because the Bart Starr years really redefined what Packers football was at the time. You know, there's a lot of controversy going on at the time, and, you know, you had a lot of comparisons being thrown out there, but those guys persevered through a lot during those years. And they won a lot of games in Lambeau. And that horrendous weather up there. So, respect to the Bart Starr people, man. And I gotta say, man, the Brett Favre era was pretty special, too. I started becoming a fan towards the tail end of it. And I got lucky enough and privileged enough to be able to see him play in his last few years. And it was something to behold. It really was. Yeah. They earned what they got. No question about it. But yeah, I gotta go with the Bart Starr years because that redefined Packers football forever. That changed it forever. You had the original first years of Green Bay football, but once it got to the Bart Starr era, there was no going back. You know. And it filled the seats of Lambeau. And I'll say this, there's a few places in the NFL as far as stadiums that I want to check out before, as far as my bucket list. Lambeau is definitely one of them. I would feel honored and privileged to walk the halls of Lambeau because there is so much history in that stadium. You can feel the energy when you walk in there. And I've heard that from Packers fans, that have been there for years. And they've told me that. And they recognize how big that is. And how historical that franchise is. And it was one of the first original ones. Kansas City as well. I'd love to check out Arrowhead, regardless of what people feel about the Chiefs right now. I want to check out the stadium because to be able to walk into a place like that, it is unreal to me. You're talking about some of the best games in NFL history were played in that stadium. In both of those stadiums. The snow blizzards, man, the list just goes on and on and on of crazy things that went on during those games. And the history-making crowd at Arrowhead, and as far as breaking the sound record for the loudest crowd in the NFL. And I feel privileged that I got to witness that. Just watching that on TV. What an honor. Because that's something we can tell our kids about, and our grandkids about. When we start getting them into this sport, it's just certain things like that, it's big. It's very, very big. And special to each one of us individually, in different ways. Alright, so 113. Back to it. Now let's say I move this pick down. I'm still looking at Danny Stutzman. I'm still looking at Malachi Moore. I would even have a shot at Trevor Etienne as well. This could be a very, very good move. I'm not even going to lie. Plus, Miles Frazier would be there too. Noah Williams would be an option as well. I would have a lot of options if I moved down to 124. Yeah. I see some potential here. Chargers. And I know y'all are after somebody I'm not interested in. So, a 177 and a 201. What would I do with a 177 and a 201? Let me think ahead here a little bit. 177. Jack Kaiser, Jack Nelson. Jack Nelson might be the right pick for that 177. Although I'm probably going to get Jack at 164, so. Tight end. Ooh, Lackey. Okay. Devin Neal. Ooh. That's who they're after. Okay. Okay, that changes the whole spectrum right here. That just changed everything. Oh, I'd love to have Devin Neal. But I see Raheem Sanders down here, though. I need those picks, though. Dang it. This is not easy. Respect to the Chargers for this trade offer, because this is not an easy decision to make here. Yeah, y'all just challenged me, man. I like it. Shout out Professor Chaos, who asked, with the state of the modern woman, would a doll be a better alternative? Man, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What you talking about, man? What are you coming up in here with that question? What are you coming up in here with these troll questions, man? We trying to get serious, man. We trying to work. That's funny, though. Oh, my goodness. Now, see, that right there, that's an appropriate troll question, and I like it. I think it's funny. But you're a little early for April 1st, buddy. It ain't April Fool's Day yet. So you can't be coming up in here with that garbage today. I'll allow it on April 1st, though. Alright? I'll allow it on April 1st, but I ain't allowing it today. Because we got work to do, with these mocks. So, alright, back to it. Oh, Devin Neal or this trade. Dang. That really put me in a spot. 124. You know what? Shoot. Okay. Right. Malachi Moore. You know what? I'm gonna take this. That's a good deal. Yep. I'm taking it. Frazier's gone. Okay. Understandable. Ooh. If I move down 5 spots, I get a 162. Not bad, Eagles. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking, y'all. Now we're cooking on some trade offers. I like this. I like this. Browns want me to move down to 181. I pick up a 216 and a 7th rounder. A 4th and a 6th next year. They are really trying to gun for somebody, aren't they? I bet you it's Devin Neal. But I'm not taking the bait. Alright, 124 down to a 137. Pick up a 173 and a 6th rounder. Good value. Good value indeed. $146 and a 209. Man, they are really hunting for Devin Neal, aren't they? They really want this dude. I'm tempted to take their temptation away right now. I'm very, very interested in taking that temptation away from all of these teams. Very interested. What do you think? Should we? I mean, Malachi Moore's sitting here. So there's a chance I lose him. Shoot. Shoot. That does kind of put me in a spot, doesn't it? I guarantee you somebody's going to reach on Malachi Moore. If I take Devin Neal here. Devin Neal might be a trap. I feel like he might be a trap here. Because I do have Sanders sitting behind him that I can pick up. So I'm just going to have to take that shot and hope. Because we do have Jalen Reed here at 173. Shoot. This is a wacky situation here. I haven't run into this in a long time. Let me look at these offers again. What y'all got for me? A 162. A 162. What would I do with a 162? Yeah, I don't know. Hmm. Possibly pick up a Mitchell Evans, maybe? No. I'm not moving all the way down to 181. That's not happening. 137 I might consider. I might consider 137. 173 and a 6. That's good value. The Eagles want Devin Neal the best, man, the most, man. The Eagles want Devin Neal. I can't let them have him. I can't let them have him, man. They've already got Barkley. I can't do it. Not in all good conscience. I've got to pick him. And I know this is going to cost me. I know it is. But I've got to make sure the Eagles don't grab another big name running back. They can't have him. They just can't have him. Alright. Ravens want me to move down to 178, pick up a 185 in a 7th round, pass. I can't move a 7th. Not right now. 141 to a 196. Actually, that Baltimore trade's looking more and more interesting. Depends on what's still there. Okay, so Malachi Moore's still here. We still need a linebacker. Alright, so far it's between Stutzman and Malachi Moore for this pick. Now I'm gonna go get Mitchell Evans with 164, I think. So they got Jack. Dang it. They got Jack. Maybe Garrett Dillinger at guard? Maybe. Ooh, Noah Williams. Okay, so it's between 3 players now. Noah Williams. This is my last shot at getting a good corner, by the way. Stutzman. But if I miss on Stutzman, I've got Jack Kaiser. And no Williams. Malachi Moore. Is there a chance Malachi Moore sits there until 147? Because I know Noah Williams won't. I'm fairly confident Stutzman might. Man. I'm going to have to make a tough choice. I can't pass up on Noel. I got to get Noel. Okay. So we got a choice here. 187. Not what I'm looking for. 154. Not what I'm looking for. 148. And I pick up a 207. A 207, you say? Not too shabby, Washington. Not too shabby. 218, no. Washington might be the best offer here. 207. Okay. I'll bite. What can I get with a 207? Like I said, I think Danny Stutzman will wait. Can wait. I'll probably end up getting Jack Kaiser. Jack Kaiser will be sitting there at 164, possibly. So, here's where the fun begins. Is Washington after Malachi Moore? Is that what you want? Only one way to find out. I'm going to accept it. Because we could always use another pick. Okay, so. Ooh. Idea formed in my head. Idea formed in my head right now. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players. We need 5 players. It's time to trade up, baby. Let's move. Let's make a move. No. No. I don't think so. Nice try. No. Alright. Here's what we're going to do. We have a round 7 we can move. That we just acquired. How about okay. Let me see what else I'm doing here. Let me see what else I'm doing with this 164 real quick. Before I jump on this. Yeah, 164 is reserved for Jack Kaiser. But that's if we don't get Danny Stutzman. But if this trade were to work, with the 164 and a 7th rounder, and maybe a thrown in 207 if necessary. I mean, I'm just kicking rocks here. I'm just kicking rocks. I want something in between 148 and 164. Let's see what we got. Let's try each team. Let's see what we're doing with. Nope. They don't have any more picks. No. A 176. No. It's not it. No. This is where I go hunting. 149. I thought they're going to let me move up one spot for 2 picks. Nah. Keep digging. Cincinnati. A 154. You know, as a matter of fact. Alright, Chicago, you're up. I'm desperate. I'm ready to make a move. I'll throw in a 207. And we need one more pick here. Perhaps the 177? Alright, what am I doing with the 177 real quick? Before I make this move. What am I doing with the 177? Alright, because 164 is going to be Mitchell Evans. I have not committed to a guard. And with this move, I would be able to get a linebacker and I would be able to get a safety. So that's 2 spots off here. So tight end's going to be next. Then a guard. So I think, yeah, 177 might be the move. So then it just comes down to guard. Dellinger. Maybe. It comes down to the guard position. That's what it comes down to. Am I good with Joshua Gray at 201? Am I okay with that? Am I satisfied with that? Let me take a look at Joshua Gray. Probably spelled his name wrong. Joshua Gray. No, I spelled his name right. There he is. What do we got? Multi-role. Yeah. Below average measurables there. Good 40. Good vertical. Good shot. Shuttle. Run blocking 74%. Huh, Justin Schaefer. We do want somebody that's a multi-role. You know what, at this point, could I move the 201 and possibly pick up Dellinger instead? Let me try that. No, they don't want the 201. They want... Yeah, they gotta have the 177. Alright. Fair play. Fair play. Alright, Chicago, you got a deal. That's a smart move right there. And you're about to find out why. No, I'm picking players. Watch this. First of all, Stutzman can wait. Malachi Moore can't. Stutzman. Boom. Boom. 164. Watch this. Mitchell Evans is going to be sitting right there. Right for the picking. Yeah, you would like me to move down, wouldn't you? Nobody wants to give me a decent... Okay. $176 and $178. Well... I am targeting Mitchell Evans. I'm not necessarily targeting Ferguson. I could start targeting Terrence Ferguson. And screw you up, Baltimore. I could. I'm gonna see what kickers are still around. Robert Gunn. I don't know anything about Robert Gunn, though. I'm gonna be real with you. Oh, man. I've heard good things about Dominic, though. I've heard good things. If we're going to lose Eddie, then we need to draft his replacement. But, I think at quarterback we're cooked here. I don't think we're not getting anything there. Edge rusher. Yeah, I think we're cooked on this too. I think we've run our course there. Linebacker though. Kaiser's there. We could double up on that. Ooh, Sanders is there. But we already have our running backs, so I think, we're good. Okay. How am I looking at offensive lineman? Because we're going for Dellinger, right? Yeah. So, could we move down a little bit and grab Dellinger? Maybe. But it would be a choice between Dellinger and Mitchell Evans. See, that's the problem. We would have to move these two up in order to make a decision and get the other one. which I would not be opposed to. At this point, 182. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so 182 versus 172. Alright, see, if we get something in between 170 and 180, I think this is a good move. Moving up. One 180. And the Bears are sitting there with 177 again. Well, look at you. No, not gonna happen. Alright. It needs to be 201 and 204. Let's see if we can go up a little higher though. 177. $171. Ooh. No. No. Baltimore has 176. It would appear that we have to trade with the Bears again. Very well. Done. Alright, so we are sitting there and we can now pick up everybody we want. Guard. Guard is Dillinger. Yep. Tight end. Let's go ahead and pick up our players. And guard position. Dillinger moving up the field. Here we go. Jack's trying to make me an offer. Nope. No, thank you. Dillinger. And we're done. Beautiful draft. I'm pleased with it. We can always pick up a kicker in free agency. And we also have Matthew Wright as a future signed kicker. So, there you go. Nothing but A's and B's down the board. Ladies and gentlemen, every position of need filled with moves made this time around. And I gotta say, solid mock. Very solid mock. Save up. Send that over to my team to analyze. All right. There you go. Mikael Williams, Jack Beck, Wyatt Milne, Ty Robinson, Devin Neal, Noah Williams, Malachi Moore, Danny Stutzman, Mitchell Evans, Garrett Dillinger. There you go. Alright, so the first 10 go as follows. Shedeur Sanders goes to the Titans. Abdul Carter goes to the Browns. Cameron Ward goes to the Giants. Kevin Banks to the Patriots. Mason Graham to the James Pierce Jr., who everybody's been talking about, goes to the Saints in this mock. Will Campbell ends up with the Dolphins. There's one name I'm looking for. Mike Green goes to the Bills in this mock at 30. Now, keep in mind, this is what happens when you pick Mikael. But I managed to make a few moves. And I made the best out of them. So, I ended up trading with Chicago and Washington. And the LA Rams. Now, my original move was 2 7s in order to get a 6th round. That's what I do every single mock, regardless. But I couldn't resist this Chargers trade, man. I saw it, and I said, okay. We're only moving down 11 spots. And you're picking up a 177 and a 201? Yeah. Obvious trade option right there. Washington, 147. We go down 1. We pick up a 207. Easy, yes, from me. 177. And a 207. Moved up for a 149. In order to make sure that we get our linebacker and our safety in 2 picks. Smart move. I traded the 201 and the 204 for a 177. And I got Garrett Dillinger for it. and Mitchell Evans. So, I mean, granted, this is a solid mock. I'm pretty happy with it. And Devin Neal fetched a lot of trade offers. That's the thing. Like, yeah, you could have gone for the South Carolina running back. But Devin Neal fetched so many trade options. It was nuts. Everybody wanted to trade down for this dude. Trade up for him. And I was like, you know what? After the second time around, I was like, I'm going to remove everybody's temptation. I'm just going to grab him. Oh, man. That was fun. That's good stuff. Good stuff right there. Good stuff. Alright. Let's do another one. Now in this one, I'm actually going to trade down for Mike Green. I'm going to go ahead and move these 7s. I'm not even going to waste time. Give it a 204. Done. Now, if you were to trade up and try to get Mason Graham, you are most likely going to be trading with New England or the Jaguars. And that's the trick. Neither one of them is going to want to get rid of that pick. Because basically you're going to be moving, like, let's just say hypothetically we want to do this. No. 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 Third rounder. So you're basically trading a first and a third in order to get Mason Graham. That's a huge no. I don't think so. That's the value we're talking about for Mason Graham. Okay, so instead, let's trade down. So I kind of want to take a look at the NFL draft order. Let's see what teams we're dealing with here. Maybe somebody will want to move with us in order for Mike Green for this one, right? I would feel comfortable trading down into the 10 to 15 range, honestly, in order to get Mike Green. So, we're not going to trade with Atlanta. Bump that. Chicago's already duped us with Brian Burns, so bump that. So it looks like San Francisco, Dallas, Miami, Indy. Somewhere in this little bracket here. Let's see what we can do. What would I get? You know? If I were to say do this. A first and a third. I could ask for a first and a third from Dallas. That's appealing to me. Okay. What about Miami? What about Miami? First and a third. Okay. Honestly, San Fran's giving me the best one so far. Give me a first, a third, and a 139. Ooh, I can get a 138 and a 139. What? What? Yo. San Fran, what are you doing? What are you doing? That's insane. For a first round pick, that's insane. That might be too good to pass up right there. As far as grabbing Mike Green. That might be too good. Oh, man. Alright. No sixes. No sixes. Got it. Got it. Okay. I won't ask for that again. Alright, what was the other team? Indianapolis, right? Indy. Indy, let's talk. Nah, San Fran. Let's make the move with San Fran. Yeah. I think that's the move. And just to be fair, here's a 7 to compensate that value. We're not doing anything with it anyway. Well, if I don't have to get rid of it, then I'm keeping it. Done. Give me Mike Green. Mikael Williams is gone anyway. Alright. Give me Mike Green. Yeah. This is the trade down edition, man. It's the trade down edition. I'm going for Mike Green. We're going to see what happens. So they gave me a 74 and a 75. Nah, they gave me the 75, the 138, and the 139, so we're good. Alright, I already know what I want. Okay. Yep. I think the pick here is Wyatt. I could wait a bit on the rest, I think. Looks like I can. It looks like everything else can wait. It took, well, yeah, I might want to get Taz. I might want to get Taz here. Wyatt might be able to wait. I can get Savion. Tez might sit there for a minute. Tez might sit there for a minute. You know what? I'm getting Wyatt. Okay. There's still Savion Williams. There's still Savion Williams. I'm not picky right now. Those are decent offers. Ooh, 150 and a 172. Not bad. Not bad, Dallas. No, they got him. Are you kidding me? Alright. Let's see. I like Ty Felton. I like Ty Felton here. I think. Okay. Cool. Let me see. Okay, he's gone. Okay, so Ty Robinson, 110 pick. Lock that in. Jack Nelson at the 164 mark. Actually, that was not quick enough, so maybe 147. Because somebody did reach on him last time. Running back, I mean, we can go for Devin Neal if we want. I know Malcolm Moore is going to be one of these two, 138 or 139. No Williams, 113, I think. It's tricky. But if I don't grab a wide receiver here, I'm not going to get one. I don't want to reach. Okay, show me where Devin Neal is again. 100. Okay. You're there. Okay. Yeah. This needs to be a wide receiver pick, I believe. Oof. Is there anything that would prevent me from doing that? No. 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 Nope. Nope. Okay. Alright. I'm going to stick my neck out there for a wide receiver. This might look like a reach, but I'm going Ty. Now, I have the option of going Devin Neal here. Ooh, Carson. Carson sitting here. Whoa. And you had just mentioned him earlier in this stream, Joel. Ooh. Okay. I'm not even gonna lie, this is tempting. I'm grabbing him. Why do I get the feeling I'm gonna regret that? Ferguson, Robinson, Fairchild. Okay. Uh-huh. Ooh. That's a lot of weaponry for just 2 spots. Bills want me to move down to 131. That's a lot of good picks right there. That's a lot of good picks. Okay. And I figured Devin Neal would be gone. What about Sanders? Sanders gone too. Goodness. Alright. That means our next best option is either going to be Trevor Etienne or it's going to be my boy Phil Maffa at running back. I'm going to choose Maffa. That's just me. I think Maffa is better. No, they took... Oh, you pricks. Dude, this draft is not going well. And it all started because we traded down for Mike Green. All of this started because of that move right there. So you know what? I got 2 choices. Make the best of this or restart. You know I'm not going to restart at this point. So. This does open up the chance to get my Charles Grant. Which I would very much like. Okay, we got linebacker already. Safety, Malcolm Moore. Okay, let's see. If I don't get Caldwell now, I'm not getting a good defensive tackle. I'm just not. That's the move. Two trade offers. Nah, pass. Alright, so. Charles Grant is still here. Do I pick him up? Do I pick him up and run the risk of losing Noel Williams? Nah. Jack Nelson's sitting there, so we don't immediately have to solve the problem of offensive line. That's my thought process here. And you still have Miles Frazier. Okay. I'm going Noel. There goes Jack. I knew it. I knew it. Dang it. These are bad offers. These are bad offers. No. Okay, Mitchell Evans, no. Charles Grant. Nope. Okay. Where's film off of? There he is. Okay. Joe Evans, 172. Okay, we're not there yet. So the next logical choice would be Malachi Moore, I believe. Round 5, no. Not taking any of those. I'm at the point where tight end is probably my choice for this next one. Kicker. Okay. Jets, you filth. You took my running back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm going to have to go Trevor Etienne then. Okay. We're down to the last two picks here. I know literally nothing about these quarterbacks except for DJ Ungolay. DJ Ungolay is not it. Not what I'm looking for. So, kicker. Let's see what's still out here. Maybe we can have a little fun. Double down on something. Frazier. That's a no-brainer. Boston was still there. Okay. Oh, Danny Stutzman was still there. What? Oh my god. I could have doubled down at linebacker. Oof. $216 and around. No. Jack Kaiser's still there. Not bad, not bad. I think the move here is Jack Kaiser. There we go. And we're set. That's your draft. I made the best out of it. I feel like I made lemonade with it, you know? A couple of these guys may not have been the guys that I wanted. But, you know, I can do something with it, you know? I'm satisfied with it. It did fill every need. So I'll say that. I'm just not satisfied with it. You know what I mean? And this is what happens if you trade down and you go get Mike Green, right? I ended up having to make a move with San Francisco in order to do all that. But yeah. That was interesting. I'm not gonna lie, that was interesting. Alright, let me send that to my team to analyze. There we go. Done. So cool. I covered edge, offensive tackle, wide receiver, linebacker, defensive tackle, corner, guard position, / center, safety, tight end, running back, guard again, and linebacker again. And there's Mason Graham going to the Jaguars again. So the Browns stole Mikael Williams from us. The Browns at number 2 pick. Do y'all now understand why this is so important when we're talking about draft order? Do y'all now get it? Is this a significant enough clue for you? I did not want the Browns in front of us. I did not want that to happen. And guess what? They took a player from us in a mock. I told y'all. I warned you. Was this a good idea to win that Atlanta game? I posed that question before we even played that game. Was that a good thing that we won that Atlanta game? Yes and no. Yes, because we won an overtime game in Atlanta for the first time ever against Atlanta in their own dome. So yes, that was a good thing. That put the league on notice that we're not slowing down. We're not going to stop. We're going to continue building. And we're going to come out of the gate stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's not a doggone thing you can do about it. But it's also a bad thing because there's 2 or 3 teams that can steal a pick from us. And we have to be extra, extra careful. Such as the Browns and the Jaguars. Who do you think I was manipulating that board for around week 15, 16, 17? These 2 teams. Ladies and gentlemen. Specifically these 2 teams. I tried to warn you. I did try to warn you. And people are just like, oh no, you're putting too much stock into this. No, I'm not. I know the draft. I know how it works. Most importantly, I know what a draft is. Not how it functions. Not just how it functions, but what it is. What's it for? You know? We got the NFL Combine coming up. I posted the times and the dates on the Facebook group page. They are in the pinned chat. You can go find those. I'm going to run through, I think, one more tonight. And then I'm probably going to call it at that point. As far as the mocks. But again, nobody locked in for tonight. So. Seven, 204, done. Alright. Let's begin. Browns yet again go after Mikael Williams. However, Jalon Walker's still there. So is Abdul Carter. Now, this is a rare opportunity for us to grab Abdul Carter because Abdul Carter wasn't there before. So I think I'm going to do that. I think that's the right move. Yeah. Let's go get him. This is a lot of picks before our 57, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I told you, get it right. If you don't get it right, you're already shooting yourself in the foot. You're already screwing yourself. Ooh, not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad cards. No. No. Alright. Here's what we're gonna do. Carson is sitting right here. Ty Robinson could be sitting there at 110. Although, no, in this draft, it might be 74. Okay, whatever happens to him. Okay. Alright. Just getting an idea of what's going on here. I think Taz is probably the pick here. I'm going with Taz. No. No. Interesting offer. My New England right there. A 105, a 145, and a round 6. For just 3 spots down. What are you hunting for? Because I know it's not Ty. What are you looking for? Nah, I gotta grab. Should I? Should I get him though? Should I? Let me see. SCH. WES. Okay, just making sure I spell this correctly. INGER. There he is. do you guys think? Should I pick him? Let's grab him. There goes Frazier. I can move down 5 spots. So I can pick up a 135 and a 156. Perhaps. Perhaps. But what's in it for me? Ooh, Devin Neal's in it for me. That's who you want. Okay. Bill's offer looks interesting as well. This is the most intriguing, though. It would allow me to get Charles Grant. It would allow me to get Noah Williams without a problem. Okay. We could double down at linebacker because Danny's here. Danny Stutzman. Now, I won't be real with you. I can't pass this up. Devin Neal. I can't pass that up, man. You got one shot, one opportunity, man. And a guy like that. Dang it. And I missed my chance at my defensive tackle. You pricks. You took my defensive tackle. I guess I'll have to take Caldwell. Dang it. What's going on? Where you hiding? Shout out to you. He says the champ is here. Hope your evening is going well, man. It is. It is. We had some interesting mocks so far. That's a bit too far down to trade down, I feel like. Yeah, you get the 183, you get the 215, but I feel like that's too far down. Because you miss out on the talent that's sitting here at 141. And currently, we need some talent. So, case in point, Devin Neal is a trap. Do not go for him because you will miss out on Ty. The defensive tackle. So don't miss out on that. So learning experience right there. Do not trade down for Mike Green. If you do, that's your butt. I'm telling you right now, because that will ruin half your draft. Alright, so. Ooh, Charles Grant's still here. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Howie Roseman is smart in the mock draft. Wow, you passed on that deal. I mean, it was a tough one, man. It was a tough one. I knew they were going for Devin Neal. And the thing is, like, I can't have Philadelphia or a team like that grabbing Devin Neal, because Devin Neal is way too talented to be going to a team like that right now, especially when these guys already have like powerful running backs like that. So it's just not a good thing, you know. And we're looking for a running back right now. I mean, yes, we could be going for Raheem Sanders. Yes, we could be going for Phil Maffa, you know, and I've heard rumors that we're going and looking at Brashard Smith as well. But my thing is, when you got Devin Neal sitting there, and this man would have been gone within 5 picks, which is exactly what they wanted, was to have us trade down for 5 more picks. 5 spots. So that they could grab Devin Neal. Yeah. That's a smart move. That's the smart move. And I mean, people are going to trash me for it, but I don't care. Alright. So here's the deal. We're not grabbing a quarterback no matter what happens in any of these mocks. So we got Charles Grant. We got Noah Williams. Now, which one of these two gets grabbed first? That's the question. I'm going to say Charles Grant does. I'm willing to take that risk. Leave him alone, leave him alone. Yes! Yes, I can grab him. I can grab him, I can grab him, I can grab him. Yay! Yay, yay, yay. Bump that. I don't want next year's picks. I want this year's picks. Alright, so now I've got the option. I have a safety net in Mitchell Evans at tight end. So I'm not going to go for that just yet. Malachi Moore. Could get taken here. Ooh. Man, this is scary. Noel's going to be gone. If I don't pick him, he will be gone for 164. I got to go with Noel. Leave Malachi alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Please don't touch him. Please don't touch him. Please don't touch him. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh, God. I thought he was gone. I thought he was gone, bro. I'm trying to tell you I thought he was gone. Alright. Oh, boy. This is tough. Let me see if I can move something from next year. Seventh and a sixth. Just maybe move up. Not for a 203. No. I need all three of these. Two of five, definitely too much. $200 maybe? $199. Ooh. So how high up are we willing to go with this? 98? That's a possibility. Okay, okay, okay. 197. Okay, 191 is not it. Gotcha. 196. Jacksonville has it so far. Just kind of digging right now, trying to find the right team. To move this pick with. Yeah, I think it might be Jacksonville. I think it might be. They don't have what I'm looking for either. Dig in, keep digging, keep digging. No. No. Tampa Bay, nope. Tennessee, nope. Washington, nope. Alright, Jacksonville it is. Yeah, Jacksonville. I'm making the move. I feel like it's necessary at this point because we need all of these possessions. And I feel like the website's just like, are you sure you want to move? Are you sure you want to do this? Yeah, I am. Well, it's glitching. That sucks. It's not letting me do it. Okay. It's not letting me do it, so I'm gonna have to pick a player. Alright, whatever. It is glitched. It's between Jack and Malachi Moore at this point. Which one do I value more? A good question. I'm going Malachi. Oh, I just know I'm going to regret this. I already know I'm going to regret this. He's gone. He's 100% gone, isn't he? He's 100% gone, isn't he? How the heck is this dude still here? That's an act of God right there. That this man is still here. At 204. I don't see how. I don't get it. We can always sign a third string tight end. That's not going to be a problem. But a guy like Jack Nelson, yeah, we got to have Jack. That's essential for offensive line depth right there. I tried to make the trade. You saw it. It didn't work out. And I would have gotten a tight end out of it. But it is what it is. You know? I gave it my best shot, and I would have gotten both. So, yes, it would have cost us the 6th and the 7th next year, but worth it. Worth it in order to pick up these pieces now. So, all right. That's going to do it for this mock draft. That's without making any trades. As you can see, Browns pick up Mikael Williams again. Mason Graham in the top 5 again. I managed to get Abdul Carter, so I won that one. Mike Green goes to the Bengals. Jelon Walker goes to the Buccaneers, which is not good. Yikes. Jackson Dart goes to the Buccaneers. I managed to pick up Tez. Washington picks up Wyatt Millum. That's not good. Samuel Williams goes to the Bills. That's not good. You know, so there's a lot of pieces that are going to places that we don't want them to go. Jack Beck goes to the Seattle Seahawks. You know, those are guys that we've been drafting before. So again, this is not a good thing. And then there's Trevor Etienne going to the Chiefs. Again, not a good thing. So, Raiders pick up Miles Frazier. That's been in a few of these mocks. We got Devin Neal. And I'm pretty satisfied with those, to be honest. But I mean, I covered every single position of need. Again, you know, edge rusher, wide receiver, linebacker, running back, defensive tackle, guard, corner, safety, tackle. All of them covered. You know, so I'm going to get that over to my team to analyze. And that is that. All right. We do have the combine coming up starting Thursday at 3 p.m. Make sure you're there for that. That's day 1. Friday will be day 2. also 3 p.m. Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time. Let me get to the rest of these dates real quick. Hold on. So there it is on screen for you. Mark these down on your calendar. I will be streaming and covering all of the combine. Since we have a need everywhere, basically, we will be looking at defensive linemen, linebackers. So Thursday is a very, very important day in the combine. Make sure you're there for that. Defensive backs, tight ends. We'll be looking at defensive backs, but not necessarily tight ends as much. There'll be a few tight ends that I'm going to be looking at, so I will be sticking around for the entire day of Friday for the combine. Saturday, 1 p.m. You got quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs. Mainly, we're looking at wide receivers or running backs. Since we already re-signed Andy Dalton. And then offensive linemen on Sunday at 1 p.m. Make sure you're there for that. Because we may not even draft any offensive linemen this year. But I'm hoping we do. I'm very, very much hoping we do. And I would encourage our management to do so. And that decision really hinges on what we plan on doing with Brady Christensen. If we re-sign him, then you're looking at a guard in this draft. If we do not, you're looking at a tackle, specifically a left tackle, in this draft. Since Taylor Moton actually had a pretty good year towards the second half of the year. So I'm not as gung-ho as I was about getting a tackle that could do both sides now. You know, universal tackle. Now I'm more so interested in a left tackle to help out Icky over there. So he's not just sitting there just going, yeah, for a fourth quarter and not able to do anything. Because he's not able to handle the fourth quarter for some reason. Like his stamina just burns out by then. And he just plays like crap. You know, in most of the games this year. It wasn't until the last 3 where he actually solidified himself. You know, so I was like, okay. Here's the deal. If you can start to solidify yourself more consistently, then the only offensive lineman we need to look at is a guard. Plain and simple. Because it won't matter, you know, if we get Brady Christensen back. It won't matter. Because we know you're going to play a solid season. Just stay healthy. You know? Same with Taylor Moton. Stay healthy. So at that point, it's a guard who can also play center. You know? Or vice versa. Because I don't trust our backups on that left side at all. I don't trust Zavala. You know, I like these guys. Don't get me wrong. They're good people. you know, and I love Cade Mays. Cade Mays is excellent. We found our center. There's no question about that. And see, that's the depth chart I want to see right there. Because that helped us out right there. I don't know much about Kingston. I'll check him out. But Josh Neiman. Josh Neiman. You know what I mean? Like, this depth just is not it. You know what I mean? This is not it. The only good backup tackle here, or rotational piece, is Brady Christensen. So what we need to do is find another Brady Christensen. And or another Cade Mays. So that's the trick. How do you find that? Are you able to find them both in one draft? Or do you go hunting? So, free agency is going to tell us a lot. What are we going to do with it? How are we going to attack that? Well, let's see. We got the combine coming up. So we'll see. That being said, let's see what NFL mock draft database thinks that we need. They're saying wide receiver, defensive end, defensive tackle, corner, safety, tight end, running back. And I would happen to agree. I would happen to agree with that. I think I would replace wide receiver with linebacker on that list of highlighted. For obvious reasons. And I would say offensive tackle instead of tight end. But beyond that, yeah. We need everything else. I think they've got it right. So, let's go from there. Alright, guys. That being said, is there anything else? Alright then. I want to thank Joel Velasco. I want to thank Wet Willie. I want to thank Professor Chaos. I want to thank Where You're Hiding. Thank you for coming into the stream. If there's anything else that you guys want to talk about, now's the time. I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. Or at least a minute, to decide what you want to talk about. And then we're going to dip out of here. And question for Where You Hiding, if you're still in chat. What did Howie Roseman put in his mock draft? Because you say he's smart with the mock draft. What did he say? Howie Roseman. Let's see. Okay, so on NFL.com you got Chad Roeder, the draft analyst. So let's just see what he says. We'll go ahead and cover this. I think it's important to do this. You get some outside sources every once in a while, right? 3 rounds, right? Alright. Cam Ward, number 1. Travis Hunter, number 2. Shedeur Sanders, number 3. Abdul Carter goes to the Patriots. Will Johnson goes to the Jags. Ashton Gentry goes to the Raiders. Mason Graham goes to the Jets. And due to the fact that we missed out on Mason Graham, guess what we're picking? Another defensive tackle named Walter Nolan from Ole Miss. Now, this is exactly what I was talking about when I say one team can screw up the entire crew here by picking the wrong player. Or picking a player that could start off an entire domino effect. So here you go. You got the Browns picking up Travis Hunter. Giants with Shedeur Sanders. And the Giants are the one team that doesn't. They're the one that start that domino effect. And now the Patriots are like, okay, since we can't get Mr. Travis Hunter up here, now we have to go for Abdul Carter. And since these other teams, like us, can't get Abdul Carter, now we're up the creek. We have to go to our second option. Jags can't get him either, so they go Will Johnson. And that's going to blow up in their face. Raiders go Ashton Gentry, a running back. So the Raiders playing it safe here and saying, we're not going to get affected by this domino effect. We're going to sit through it and come out second round in attack, which is smart. Jets pick up Mason Graham, which I don't see that happening. The Jets are not smart enough to pick up Mason Graham. I'm telling you, they won't. I am straight up telling you right now, they won't. So, round 2, let's see. Let's see who they have us picking. And by the way, I want to see round 1. Hold up. Round 1. Where did Mike Green end up? Saints get Tyler Warren. Will Campbell. Kevin Banks Jr. to the 49ers. Okay. John Walker goes to the Texans. Colston Loveland. Booker. Holland. Simmons. Okay. Starks. Kel Williams goes to the Packers, pick 23. Kenneth Grant goes to the Bills. See, we messed up the Bills because we went with the second choice that would have probably gone to the Jets. Jahad Campbell to the Dolphins. You got Jackson Dart going to the Jets. Don't see it happening again. I just don't. The Jets are not smart enough to pick up these players. Josh Connolly. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't see the Jets GM, whoever it may be, picking these players. I don't see it. They're not that intelligent. Honestly, they're not. And there's Mike Green at pick 39. Arroyo at 45. Tez Johnson to the Bengals. I could see that. Shamar James. Sawyer. Siobhan. Joshua Farmer. Princely. Now, who do you think that we pick up? I'm going to let you guys make your predictions before we show it. Who do you think? Anybody want to make a prediction? All right, let's check it out. Jared Wilson, the center from Georgia. I don't see that happening. Nick Amawari goes to the Dolphins. Kyle Kennard. Alright, let's go to round 3. Benjamin Morrison to the Giants. Belton. Landon Jackson. Darius. Okay. No, are you kidding? Wow. One pick before we get him. One pick before we can get our hands on Noah Williams. Are you serious? That's wild. So who do we pick instead? Reveal in 3, 2, 1. Jordan Birch. The edge from Oregon. Wyatt goes to the Colts. Okay. And that's your mock. Okay, so Daniel Jeremiah has us picking up John Walker. Interesting situation there. Very interesting indeed. That was his 2.0. His 1.0.
How do you make an Airbnb
We pick
a
up
Vrbo?
McMillan.
Picture yourself in a vacation rental. You're wondering why you earn loyalty rewards with hotels, airlines,
Which
coffee
I
shops you
don't see
visit,
that
even
happening.
your local ice cream spot. But this vacation house gives you
I
nothing.
don't see that
When all of a
happening.
sudden, look at that.
Toronto Felice.
How do you
Let's
make an
see.
Airbnb a Vrbo? Picture a vacation rental
As
with
us
a host
picking
who's
up.
showing you every room like you've
Drum
never
roll,
seen a house
please.
before. Now get rid of them.
Mason Graham.
There you go.
Edna
No
Ray.
host ever.
Oh,
Now
I would
it's a
love
Vrbo.
that.
Make it a Vrbo.
So what has to
All right, it's
happen
happening, guys. Quite
if we're
literally,
able to
prime
get
time
Mason Graham?
in the house. Deion
Cam
Sanders,
Ward,
Shador in the house. Thank you both
Abdul
for coming
Carter,
through. I mean, yeah, the second you walked
Travis
out on the carpet,
Hunter,
You look awesome.
thank
Will
you so
Campbell,
much, Deion. I
And you
appreciate
clean
it,
too, my
guys.
brother.
George
You know what I
Sanders,
am.
It's not about the man.
McMillan,
It's always about. Come on.
Will Johnson.
Incredible night, a birthday weekend.
Okay, so
On
Yes,
top of
ma'am.
that,
Birthday
okay.
tomorrow.
Okay, period.
Finally turned
Will
23.
Campbell enters that
You know what?
whole
I'm blessed.
top
I'm
10
blessed. I'm excited.
escapade
What a
here.
blessing, Deion. 23 years
I
old.
thought you was 22.
Wow.
My
Right
bad.
now,
And you
tomorrow.
got
Fact check,
How
fact
you
check,
know my
fact
birthday?
check.
musical chairs, basically.
Your birthday. All of y'all.
Deion, you're no stranger to this.
So-
NFL
Yeah.
honors to the postseason, to being Super Bowl week. To share this now with your son.
Right, because he's
I
in
mean-
part.
Let's look at Dan Pars. Dan Parr has us picking up. Drum roll, please. Mikael
Time
Williams.
to turn the page, and it's time for the Scouting Combine presented by Microsoft Copilot. Begins on February 27th, runs through March 2nd. Exclusive.
Mr. Chad Reuter
How do you make an Airbnb a Vrbo?
with his first
Picture
one.
a vacation rental with a host who's showing you every room like
His
you've
mock
never
draft
seen a house
1.0.
before. Now get rid of them.
Who does he have
There you
us
go.
picking up?
No host ever. Now it's a Vrbo.
Walter
Make it a
Noel.
Vrbo.
Because the Jets pick up Mason
in that
Graham.
top 10 as we welcome one of the best quarterbacks in this
Okay.
year's 2025 draft class. From
We're gonna try this
TCU,
another way.
Bus Shador Sanders with us on the
Wait. Who does he have us getting in rounds 2 and 3? Let's see. So for round 2,
Oh, we got a double. We're gonna go trickery.
he has us
Ollie
picking up
Gordon let one loose and we
Jared
got it
Wilson.
connected. It's
Yeah, I saw
Jaden
that
Higgins
coming.
with the first score of the Senior Bowl.
Round 3, let's see.
How do you make an
Mr. Jordan
Airbnb
Birch.
a Vrbo? Picture a vacation rental with a host. The host is dragging your family on a tour of the kitchen, the bathroom, the upstairs bathroom, the downstairs bedroom, and the TV room, which, surprise, is where you can watch TV. Now imagine there's no host giving you a
Jordan
tour because
Birch
there's never any
for
hosts
this
at all.
one.
Ever.
Okay.
Voila, you've got yourself a Vrbo. Want a vacation that's completely and totally
So, Sirloin. Sirloin 1.0. He has us taking drum roll, please. Mr. Tyler Warren. Alright. Cool.
That's a backwards pass.
Yeah. Oh, we got a double.
Eric
All right,
Edholm
well, I am down
has
here with
us
Shador
picking
Sanders. Shador getting a lot of hype at this game. Now, you didn't play in this one, but you
Mr.
did
Joanne Walker.
attend the practices. What stood out about this experience?
It's very exciting. I'm thankful for being able to get this experience here. And my teammates, my brother's out there, so I'm definitely here to support. And I got the invite, so I'm definitely proud to.
And
be
one
assigned
more
to
of
that.
these. I won't bore you too much longer here. But one more. And this is the NFL Network guys, right? This is the NFL Network guys. Mikael Williams.
The perfect blend of flavor and heat. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything.
So, I mean, if everything goes well,
Mode, Bucky
we're
Brooks,
getting a solid
unleashing
defensive player.
his first
That's going to
mock
happen.
draft for 2025 earlier today. He's got
The question
Ja'Marr
is, who's it
Sanders,
going to be?
who barely slipped into the top 10 in our guy Daniel
And
Jeremiah's
for what
mock draft.
reason?
He's got to give him a number 1 overall to the Titans. Justify yourself, Bucky. He spoke with our Mike
And
Cam
with
at the
that,
East West Shrine Bowl.
I will wrap up
Well,
this
the
stream.
NFL draft is right around the corner, and 1.0
Be sure to be here
Bucky's
Thursday
mock draft. And look, I know there's a lot of speculation on
at
where
3
the
p.m.
quarterbacks could go. We're down in Dallas right now for the 100th
3
edition
p.m.
of the East West Shrine Bowl, and Shedeur Sanders'
for Combine Day
name has
1.
continued to pop up
I may
in
run
lot
a
of those
few minutes
combines.
late. I do have a pressing engagement beforehand. So if I do run a little late, don't be surprised, guys. About like 15 minutes, no more than that. You know me. I'm always 15 minutes late anyway for these streams. But if that should happen, don't panic. It's just 40 minutes. You know, it's just the 40-yard dashes. So
because I'm gonna say the Cleveland Browns take Abdul Carter. That
it's just the
leaves
40
the
times.
Giants with an opportunity to get their franchise quarterback. And we
You
talk
know,
about
you're not
Cam
missing
Morton. I
anything.
can talk about the
So.
tools and the intangibles and those things. But here's what you need in New York. You need a dog, and he is an
And neither am
alpha
I.
competitor. Mario Cristobal raised about his leadership ability. More importantly, his
But
players,
we do
his
need the
teammates respond to that.
40 times
That is
for
exactly what
information's
he needs.
sake. You know what I mean?
And because you could sort of see the star
Well,
behind me, I got to imagine there's a lot of
looking
fans,
at these
especially
players,
in this
so
area, that are
every
thinking about
piece of
running back
information
at
we can
12 is a
gather
pretty good
is
one.
important.
Oh, absolutely. Ashton Genty from
Even
Boise
40
State.
times.
When the Cowboys look at their AFC,
Especially
East
40
rivals,
times
the
when it comes to
Philadelphia
running
Eagles, and
backs,
how
wide
they've been able to
receivers,
play with Saquon
tight
Barkley,
ends,
they certainly
and
want someone that can do that
and
for them.
defensive
Ashton
linemen.
Genty to give them Boise State
But-
can do that. Stop-start quickness, home run ability.
Anyway,
This is
that's
a
neither here
difference
nor
maker.
there.
And at a time when the running back is coming back,
But
Jerry Jones wants to
thank
get a
you
big-time
guys
player
so
like
much
Ashton Genty.
for joining me.
All right, so the mock draft, it's on NFL.com right now, and maybe we see some risers
Again,
in 2.0
big
depending
shout
on
out
what
to
happens
Joel
Thursday night
Velasco.
in Eastern time in the 100th edition of the
I'm not
East
sure
West
what
Shrine Bowl.
music is playing right now in the background, but I muted it. Sorry about that. Shout out to Joel Velasco. Shout out to Wet Willie. Shout out to Professor Chaos. Shout out to Where You Hiding. Much love to all of you who checked out the stream. Whether you commented or not, whether you are a new follower or a new sub, appreciate you much. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Keep Pounding family. And, yeah, we'll see you guys 3 p.m. 3 p.m. Thursday. I may do some game streams. You know, at times. We'll see how that rolls. I probably won't do one this week due to the fact that we got the combine coming up. But you never know. You never know. Maybe I'm feeling something tomorrow night. Maybe not. Maybe not. Probably not, though. Most likely not. But anyway, guys, thank you. As always, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that bell, select all, leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. And don't forget to check out the Facebook group page. Keep pounding in all caps for in-game posts, polls, opinions, and reactions to NFL news, such as scheduling for the channel and for the Audio Sports Keep Pounding Fantasy Football League. If you would like to get your hands on an intro like the one you see on your screen, if you're a content creator, check out Lindara Ty on Instagram. In the search bar, type Ty, T-A-I, dot Lindara, Lindara. And you should find her. Fair pricing. Awesome person to work with. Very patient. And tell her I sent you. and she may give you a discount. Who knows? But she's awesome, and I think this intro is awesome. Love it. Love her work, and love her. So, stay happy, healthy, and well, guys. And as always, keep pounding. This has been another edition of Mock Draft Monday. We'll see you guys on Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace.
Think your tax